Well, let's see if everyone is here. Hello, Demetria. It seems like we got one person popping in. Terrace is in. What are we doing today? Let's go on ahead and slide on over here and see what's going on. Say hello. The madness has begun. Indeed, it has. I thought I was going to sneeze before the damn camera came up. Damn, I literally swallowed a sneeze. That hurt. Hello, Mad Ones. Welcome, and thank you for being here for Sunday Paint. I'm the Madman. My hair is all wonky because I put some softening conditioner in it, so all of it's just laid down. But it looks good. It's tameable, and it's getting cut. But anyways, yeah, you caught me in a rare moment. I'm cleaning my brushes. So, you guys will have to, unfortunately, deal with me while I'm cleaning my brushes. But it ain't the first time. I mean, you know, I got my brushes here. You guys can see the process of what I do here, right? So while I'm doing this, I'll tell you guys, I watched another streamer, young streamer starting up, and talked to them on their live today. Actually, about 20 minutes, 30 minutes before I got myself ready to being on here, and it was nice. It was nice, and just looking at, not even just like, I remember when I was at their level, you know, and not even like level. I don't even want to say it like level, you know, because right now they're building up their channel, I'm assuming, and they're getting more people. But I remember being at that point, just like, oh man, it'd be nice to hit that mark. So he's getting there, getting close, almost to that 50 mark, you know. Here's what we're working on today. We're finishing up Mr. Leon Kennedy, and then I'm going to tell you guys the little secret I wasn't going to tell anyone. Okay, so it was brought to my attention because I was trying to sell some things, and a friend of mine, and also a mad one, was allowing me to sell some things at their shop, and they had an idea, and I was like, ooh, this is a good idea. So what is the idea, Mel? So I want to tell you, while I eat my promoting healthy eating, I am eating a protein bowl full of shredded lettuce and grilled chicken. Eat this and you'll feel much better. It's better than eating hamburgers or processed food, and it won't cause you to have stomach cancer as bad. Taboo, don't say that. My chicken nuggets won't give me no assy disease. Whoops. Anyways, though, yeah, so we were having a conversation, and they were like, yeah, there's another person that was also has some merchandise, and they were selling a little bit, and we had a conversation, me and this person and the Mad Duchess were all talking, and it was like, why don't you try doing something that people are familiar with? Like, this person did pictures of Pokemon. Now, I'm not going to be a stage hoe and try to take it. Fist full of Big Macs? Yes, indeed. Fist full of just shove them, right? You just pull that down like a hinge, like, you know, one of those hard hinges, just snap, and burger wrapper and all, just pack them, right? And then you just push this up, and then you just see it do that. And I will never eat around anyone who does that ever again. If you get an augment in the future, because everybody's going to get their body augmented, let's just face it. It's going to, the first 4 rounds of people doing that are probably going to be the first group that fades away. But after that, once they get that perfected, people will do it. And if I'm still alive and conscious in mind and body, and I see someone with the extendable jaw that comes down so they can just shove burgers down their throat, or any food of that matter, don't want a part of it. Just like that song, cut off, don't want a part of it. It's over. Oh, and got Omni-Man in regular street clothes right there. Just got that. Someone gave that to me, so thank you very much. And yeah, so that's really cool. So these are drying, and I think they should be almost ready to use. So we're going to do 2 things today. Okay, we're going to do 2 things. And the first one, I made some gray. Okay, now I made like a slate gray, and it looks like some concoction, right? So I'm going to have to test this out, so I'm going to use a coloring book or something in that order. So yeah, but I might use that later. It's for shading for him, right? So that's where we're going to get at. So when I start painting, I want to be doing my own eating thing because I don't want to chomp in the screen. That's kind of gross. I don't want to do that. But I did get some finer tip brushes for some more unique work. So I got some of these. They're not busted. They should work pretty decent. So we're going to see how that works tonight. And yeah, we're going to have ourselves a fun show. Well, so let's get ourselves ready for the table. Come on over here, and I think that's number 3. Yeah. See, I got shortcuts now. Yeah, I got my shortcuts to work, and I remember which one's which. So I need to get this paint here, and yeah, there we go. So what have you guys been up to? What have you mad ones been up to on this weekend? Anybody do anything interesting or awesome, cool, or just chilled at home? Anybody do anything cool? I know there's latency, so take your time. Take your time. I got to feel the other side of that, talking to that young gentleman working today, and it was neat watching him work. It was neat watching him work because he was talking more on, like, he was giving some technical aspects to things. And, you know, delving into the minds of Mora. Oh, I got you. Doing some of the crafting stuff today, I see. That's cool. That's always a good one, you know. Always good to get in there and play some of those survival crafting games. My attention's gone to Empyrean right now, so that's where I'm at. And my devotion is to Empyrean. So that's my drug. I've been on that drug for a minute. That game has been a lot of things to me. It's been my best friend, my worst enemy. I have one friend. He has had a bad time with that game every time we have started it. I think the last time he started was what was that, Saturday? Yes. See, yeah, the last shaking up my woo. Shake up paint. Shake it up. Gotta get it shook up, you know. Oh boy, look at that. See, that's what heat will do to your stuff. This is why they say, look, that's a person. That looks like a person, doesn't it? Look at that. It looks like the arms, right? And a little janky leg. And a head. Huh. Either I'm seeing that or I'm losing my mind. But I wouldn't be the mad artist if I wasn't losing my mind, right? I mean, that's the whole reason why people come to watch is the madman lose his mind. And to paint something very unique and different. So, there we go. Got the black paint coming up. And I just dropped a whole box of eyes. But none of them fell out. Now, here's the trick. Here's the trick. You got Leon right here, right? You got him. We know what he looks like, right? You have him right where we want him, right there. Now, and we know that his eyes are going to be right here, right? But, what if, and I'm just saying, mad ones, what if instead of it just being narrowed-eyed Leon, what if we decided to pop in a little something extra? Or we could go larger. Woo! Leon! I mean, I got tons of these. Look at this. I got eyes. I got a box full of eyes. That sounds psychotic, but I do. I have a box full of eyes. But when we get there, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how the stream goes. We'll see if people... Every time somebody comes in, the mad ones that are in the chat, you guys throw in there googly eyes or no. And we'll see what happens. While people watch, we'll see what happens. We'll let you all decide. Don't matter to me. Don't matter to me at one bit. I enjoy it. And somebody will find it funny. to have a Leon Kennedy with googly eyes. Because ain't nobody else doing this. So, let's get started, shall we? First, we're going to try to get some of this little white paint here. I'm going to try to stick with the calligraphy. Very, very nice. Thank you. I'm going to stick with the calligraphy paint here. You know, got this here. I'm going to leave this here for a second. I'm going to get to that in a minute. But I want to try to keep the consistency the same, right? Because that's what we started with. And I want to try to keep that basis the same because I need to do some things with this hair. So, we're going to be here for just a moment. I even need to get this too, you see. And then where his little webbing is at. And then I need to bring that down. There's a little bit of stuff here that we have to do. Oh, it wants to act tacky today. It doesn't want to lay flat. Googly eyes, you like that? Yeah. Boy, oh boy, man. Tell you what. I'm glad that we got to hang out today. I'm having a great day. I hope you guys are too. I know some people out there are probably like, screw you, Mel. I'm having a terrible time. I'm sorry if you are. I hate that if you are. You know, what can we... And I tell you why I can say I'm having a... Because the weather's changing and it's getting a little bit cooler. I can actually get outside and do some things. There's some outside things I need to do. And it's starting to get cooler. And take a moment and say, you know, I hope the best for those that lost things and family, people. Really don't care about things. Things can be replaced, but people who got displaced and disheveled in the storms, that's really terrible. Really bad. And you know, I hope the best for those people. I know I'm a psychopath, but I am still a human being. You know, that's terrible. I don't wish that upon anybody. But the planet's screwed, dude. You know, like there's a reason why the you know, that global warming stuff that people were talking about a couple years ago. I don't know, man. Maybe there was something to that now. Old Al Gore standing out there. Water's going to be rising high and blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm talking about. What do I know? I just think that's crazy, though, you know? There we go. So, the thing I was going to talk about, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some pictures. And I want to do something different. How would you guys like to see me do my version of I don't know, Mario Brothers and Zelda, Metroid, you know, things that you guys are familiar with. You know, get people more familiar with my art style with something that they're familiar with. Like, I'll take their childhood and I will twist it in a way that nobody will be able to comprehend. I think they would like that. Wouldn't you like to see that? What the Mushroom Kingdom and all that stuff would be, and from my twisted perception of reality? Oh, this belt is gonna suck. We're gonna have to do some surgery here. Yeah. But that's okay. We can make this work. We'll make it work for us. Yeah. There we go. Alright. Let's see, let me get my reference picture back here one more time. There it is. Alright. So, let's try to, I'm going to try to use some actual paint here in a moment. We're going to just do this. I'm just going to do this so I can fix it, right? I'm going to just come back through here and just fix this up. Yeah, look at that. Ooh, look at Leon. Look at what we got going on here. I don't know. What you think you're doing, Mr. Kennedy, huh? What you think you're doing? I dealt with Umbrella Corporation, and now there we go. Right. I'm just gonna do that for the area. I wanted it a little bit grayed out, right? I wanted it to have that chalky look to it. And I'm kind of glad it's working out the way I wanted it to. But where's the light coming from? That's the thing. Light is irrelevant. That's stupid. You don't understand art. Oh, I do. Oh, I do. Oh, I do. Because what I did last time. Oh, look at that. Look at that jaw line. That jaw.
Keep on, bitch it. Keep on, bitch it. Keep on, bitch it. Keep on, bitch it.
Yeah, you keep bitching about your problems like a bitch want me to solve them. Keep bitching about your problems like a bitch. Yeah, you keep bitching about your problems like a bitch
Here we go.
want me to solve them. Keep bitching about your problems like a bitch.
Oh, whoops.
Keep on, bitch it. 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 Keep on, bitch it.
Keep on.
Yeah, you keep bitching about your problems like a bitch want me to solve them. Keep bitching about your problems like a bitch. Yeah, you keep bitching about your problems like a bitch want me to solve them. Keep bitching about your problems like a bitch.
All right. And one more thing. I'll do that. And that. Up and over. All right.
Now you want it bigger, won't be wrapped around your finger. I tell you no one that's a trigger. You're going down, I'm shouting timber. Wanna be rewarded for being loyal, loyal. Let me give you something for being spoiled, spoiled. To get everything you demanded, all of those things you took for granted. Unfortunate circumstances, I gave you over 100 chances. You and me, we're not the same. Honey, you're fake, act like a saint. We'll be tied down, locked in a cage.
All right, there. Now we're doing something. So what do you guys want to talk about? Got something? Anything? I don't care. Throw something in there. I have nothing that I can think of off top. I don't even care. Throw whatever you want to in there tonight. let's see. Let's talk about the possibility that an armada of alien ships are heading towards us. Yeah, let's talk about that. Let's go on ahead and get that. Or the fact that when they do get here, everybody's going to act like they're supposed to be the great, bring us great peace and shit. And it's going to be exactly like the game XCOM 2. It's going to be exactly like that. Oh, we bring you great technology and kill sicknesses and all this other stuff. Oh, we rape and pillage your planet and I don't know, use biotechnology and stuff. And, who knows? Who knows what they might do to us? Who knows? They could be coming back. They've probably been here before. We're finding out nothing's new. Lingering around are what is it? Every single science fiction or science fiction with fact in it, movie, show, or anything always resorts around the same thing. They come on an asteroid. And we may be losing people with this. I understand. It's a possibility, but hey, it's a thing. And it sucks. But I wouldn't be surprised, For some, nobody's even, that's not even a possibility or thought, those are things. There's too much to try to keep up with, though. You know what I mean? There's only so much that a person can keep up with. You got that going on. You got all kinds of other stuff. And see what an opportune time for them to just pop up when humanity keeps the possibility of them getting ready to throw something. But not all knights that show up in shiny armor are always there for good. The knights that did the crusade also had shiny armor too. Just saying, you gotta be aware of the stuff, right? You gotta be aware of what's going on around you. Not saying that that's the thing, but hey, not everything is what you think. Sometimes it can be something else, right? Right? You don't know this. Look, I'm just saying this, just not to, and not even having this conversation to get people all worked up. I mean, it's good to have these conversations. Because one day we won't be able to. They're like, no, you can't be doing that shit, So, I think it's something to be aware of. I don't think it's anything to lose your mind about, but I think it is something to be cautious about. Pay attention to the fact that we may be having things pop up that we aren't aware of. And, the worst part about this, even going as far as people who have written, because see, the funny thing is that a lot of writers and stuff sometimes can get their hands on questionable information, right? When they're doing researches for their books or whatever, and sometimes you come across stuff, someone might be like, oh, hey, by the way, here's this on your table. Here's stories about that all the time, right? So, we don't know what we've been pre-programmed with. Everybody always goes back to, Independence Day. I won't even go to that. Alienation? Anybody remember that show? I know somebody remembers Alienation. Yeah, you get some bulb head, things running around. And, they adopted into society, and it's like, okay, cool. Why? How's that going to even work? We can't even deal with each other with different shades of skin tone. And you've got something that's going to have some type of crustacean on his head. Imagine something that's walking around with a human face with a cockroach body. You ain't going to handle that. I don't care how hard or dismissive you might want to be. You are not going to handle that. You go to Walmart, you see this thing clicking this shit up against the bread, you're not going to deal with that. I don't care who you are. You're not fooling with that. And that could be happening. We don't know. We're so worried about some dude fiddling other people with baby oil, and then they make a damn movie about it. Art imitates reality, everyone. What about you, Zatarius? What do you think? What do you think? I know I did. That's my 2 cents. You think they're coming? You think they're here? You think we got ourselves a possible soft invasion disclosure happening? What do you think? I'll give you some time. I know it's going to be latent. Let's see. These beings are the builders of all the ancient cities. Yeah, well, you know, but and if they did build, and if they are the builders of the ancient cities, we see that their societies never lasted that long. Listen, history repeats itself. Whatever these bums do, they come, they build something spectacular, woo, and then, you know, they have something else going on. I don't know, like something with 7 faces connected to one body. Hey, Vincent, how you doing? Yo. Hey, Vlad, how are you? Thank you for showing up. Yeah, we were talking about some crazy stuff. Zatarius, nice drawing, bro. Thank you. It is Leon. It's Leon Kennedy from Resident Evil 4. I'm doing it in black and white and gray. Wanted to do something different. So I'm playing around with it right now just to get a feel of where I want the things to be, you know. And we are having a great conversation. Yeah, so Zatarius threw a question in here. Let's talk about, I asked what we want to talk about, the possibility that an armada of alien ships are heading towards us. I said, yeah, possibly. We've had soft disclosures of that type of stuff, and it's going to be weird. It's going to be very strange. Some people say that they may be demons. We don't really know. We have no idea. The one thing that we do know is that there's etchings on the walls, and like what I was saying, every society grew and fell. And we know that it all spans with one specific thing. I think it's AI. I think it's something that we can't get away from. I think it's an anchor to our species. I think it's something that has been latched onto us without us knowing. I think it's something that we continuously find. We're always led to it because every time that we find it, we get closer. We're getting closer to creating something, and we're almost there. And this time around, I think it's going to be in game with it if we are able to figure it out. And I think it's something to a different dimension that we don't have an idea to be able to bridge. But we may be having other things influencing us, because anybody would do anything if they're promised eternal life and be able to have power beyond comprehension and all these fun things, right? But it always comes with a price. And who's getting sold out? You know, you get a handful of, I don't know. You know, they always say follow the money. I can speak without speaking if you know what I'm saying. But you guys are mad. That's why you guys are mad ones. Because you're slightly off, right? I can't get it right. Or how I put it, I'm a little off today, right? It's the way how you say things. Whew. Now, because that was a little bit lighter, and for you guys to understand what was going on, I was using calligraphy ink, right? So calligraphy ink being acrylic based, I can use that with acrylic paint, which BCP is right here inside of this container on my moist pad, so that way it doesn't dry out. Okay, you don't want to keep these on here too long because, you know, or have this over moist because it has a little thing underneath it. It's like a sponge, right? So keeps the paint moist, but I wanted to keep it there. I want to get the base of it, of where I want things, and then I'm going to start adding in the heavier color now to give the separation and start to actually put where I want things. Like his hair, I wanted his hair to have the depth in the base, right? But his hair is not like that. His hair is actually cut right here in the bangs, right? And then it curves off here, and it's in strands, and it curves off this way. So I have it set where it needs to be. So I'll start working on the part around here so it'll start to make sense. And then you have all this, and then of course I will figure out how to make the knife make sense in this area right about here, right? So that's the blueprint. But yeah, yeah, it's just it's very bizarre, very crazy stuff, very crazy, interesting things. We are, let's see here, you know, it's Paradox, right? No, I didn't actually. No, actually I did not, but now I do. So cool. Yeah, I try very hard not to. Well, if I do know somebody, I try not to say their actual like name, but you get it though. That looks good, dude. I like it. Thank you. I want the close-up shot, so I think it's gonna work. the idea is there. And you can see the idea here. And I even got this settle. So yeah, let's go on ahead and see what we can do with the straps, because I want those to be solid white. That way I can work with those a little bit better. So yeah, well, like I say all the time, you know, we can talk about anything. Two things I keep off the table, that is religion and politics. We're going to just leave those alone, because let's just face it, we all got an idea, but none of us know, and we don't have a clue. So there is an answer, there is a right answer, but the only way we'll know is one day, right? Hey, how you doing? Hey, Foot, how you doing? Thank you for showing up. So yeah, so we had that conversation. Armada on its way to Earth. That's crazy. Probably those reptiles. Who the hell knows? Probably got damn suitcases flying through space, huh? Who wants some new boots? I want some new boots. I want a bodysuit. I tell you what, if I take one of those reptiles down, I want to wear them as a suit, right? I want to put that thing on like a damn Power Ranger, huh? Well, you can't tell me to act right. If I find out that that's on, it's on. Like, why? Well, why not? You know? Well, Mel, that's mean. They deserve to have a place to live and everything. No. No. Not fooling with that. I don't know. What do I know? I don't know anything, right? I'm just an artist. Oh, man, it's so much fun. So much fun. So how's everybody's weekend? Everybody having a good weekend? Hope you guys didn't party too hard. Getting ready for the week. Another Monday through Friday. It won't be too bad, hopefully. Hope everybody has a good week. You know, hope everybody sustains themselves. Don't act too crazy. Powers that be, don't act too crazy, right? There we go. I think this brush is just about had it. Some of these are warped. Some of these are really warped. And I'll tell you why. I made a mistake. Are they the fallen ones? I mean, they could be. They possibly could be. I mean, I'll put it this way. This is how I look at it, and everybody can put their perspective on it however you want to, okay? So I'll just add my little perspective after I change this damn, I don't know, Chinese New Year sounding music. There we go. That's better. If I'm going to have techno, better make it make sense, right? Hold on, I don't think everybody's paying attention. Got to get the arms pumping, right? Got to get the arms pumping. There we go, yeah. You know, have to wake up. Have to wake up, right? And have to show them I'm actually a real person, not just a pair of damn hands. But anyways, I like to do that. I like pushing the buttons because I got this shit to work right and it's not breaking on me. So I wanna have fun with it, right? Why not? So yeah. Man, what else? What else? Jeez. Let's see, what else? Anybody else got something? Or anything up? Whatever. Hey, you guys want to hear something really crazy that I found out? Just throw this out there since you know like probably nobody's even paying attention to this. Did you know that where the flooding happened, that they had a deal going on about cobalt, because apparently that's like the largest place over there, I think in one of like North Carolina or whatnot, that has like one of the biggest cobalt mines there, right on the face of the planet, if I'm not mistaken. You know what I'm saying? And I think there was a deal going on and it wasn't looking too favorable right before the storm. I think it happened like a week before. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? You just, you know, ain't that kind of crazy? I mean, like a week before, right? I mean, like a government contract for like, you know, powered, you know, cobalt for batteries for, you know, electrical cars and other things, right? You know, but I don't know, man. But, you know, people talk about all kinds of matters and stuff on the internet, but you don't know what's real and what's not, which is really funny to speak about that. I'll talk about this for a minute if someone wants to chime in. Do you know that we're living in the last couple of years before we won't be able to tell the difference between what we're watching on TV or video and what we are actually seeing in reality, because the ability to what a coincidence. Yes, indeed, what a coincidence. What a coincidence. You know, and what's even funnier is I saw something also that, you know, there's such a thing as, what was that? Oh yeah, patents for using, what was it? Oh yeah, that's right, using sound waves to manipulate weather. But they came out with that in the 60s, but that's old, right? Like, who would fool with that? Why would anybody do something like that? I mean, I don't know. Sounds a little silly to me. Sounds like video game stuff to me, right? Video game stuff, you know? That's not real things. Those aren't real things. That's not real stuff that happens. Who's talking like that? Now we need. Okay, so that's how we'll do that. I don't know, man. And just, you know, just seeing patterns, you know, like patterns. But maybe I'm not getting enough sleep. Maybe I'm full of too much caffeine. You know, maybe that's the thing. Just too much caffeine. Not really. I don't know what's really going on. Like, wow, you know. Yeah, look at that. That's starting to get it. Yeah, that's starting to. Yeah. All right. Now we got something happening here. Yes, sir. Do we have many Resident Evil fans in here? I like playing Resident Evil, don't get me wrong. I've played it since the very first, like, kid you not, Christmas of, I think it was 1997. I sat at my friend's house at the time when he got it. He wanted me to come over because he's like, oh, I got this game, I got Resident Evil, blah, 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 you know, and I'm like, okay, whatever. PlayStation just came out, and like, wasn't even out that long. There's no coincidences when it comes to Seeing storms. Man can play God. Yeah, man can play God with the right type of technology. We'll get back to that. I know I dawdled off because I had an aha moment with what I was working on. So I saw something. I was like, oh, there it is. Yeah. That makes sense. It did blend in the way I wanted it to. So, you know. But yeah, man playing God and he is making a total mess. I mean, there's some things man ain't supposed to fool with. I mean, I firmly believe that. I think there's certain things, human beings, that there really shouldn't be thresholds we shouldn't be messing with. But yeah. There we go. So now, there it is. I want to put a smidge, just a smidge of black in here, right? As you know, Leon's got that semi-Karen hair, right? He's got that borderline, where's the manager look, right? There, alright. So now we can... It's gonna be messy before it makes sense. So I need that there so that way I can, because calligraphy ink you can just add a little bit of water and that's all you really need is just that to give it the separation, you see, and you have like full control of what you need to there for a moment. Now to seal this, yeah, you have to use like a spray sealant for that. Now we get to, now we're gonna fill this whole thing in, fill this whole skull in, and let's see what's happening here. Yeah, good talk. There we are. All right. Whoops. I keep knocking it around. So back to what I was saying about the Resident Evil game. So it was fun first time playing it and seeing that, and I literally watched them play the whole game, the first one. Then I got a PlayStation. I got the first one later. I got the second one, and I played that until that damn thing gave out. Like it gave out. It was done. Like I didn't even care. But you know, that was back when games were fun. Like games aren't fun anymore, man. They're just not. I mean, you got a few that are, but there's always something missing. I feel like I'm not the only one that's become an older, jaded gamer. You know, like what is there for me now? Like, you know, the content isn't worth anything. The gameplay is not that great. If you're playing on PC, then you got the spec insanity of what you need to run a game and what it is and isn't, what it will be and what it won't do. There we go. You know, now we can fix this, add some more black to that, and trim that out and give his ears back, right? You Except for this side doesn't have that. So let me get that straight. There we go.
What a waste of love.
Damn it. All right. Let's see. What do we need now? All right. We need to cool down for a second. And okay. We might be able to try something with one of these newer brushes. Let's see. If we're going to try, let's try with the smaller brush and see what we can do with some of the more detailed areas of the head. Heart of mine. Yeah, I'm saying. Hey, how you doing, Art of Mine? Welcome. Thank you for showing up. If this is your first time being here, thank you for coming. Whew. All right. Word life, word. Well, I hope you're having a good night. Since you're just dropping in, I am working on Leon from Resident Evil 4. I'm doing a painting of him tonight. There we go. Alright. Now, we're going to go back to this color black ink. What we're going to do over here with this is we're going to try to use that actual calligraphy pen and see if this tip is going to work. Because the one I usually use, that one got bent, and I wasn't too pleased with that. So let's see what we got going on here. Is this water or is this wet? Can't ever tell. Can't ever tell. Ah, yeah, that's much better. Alright, yeah. Let me switch it out. It's dried enough. We're gonna make this sucker work for us, right? Make it make sense, Mel. Here we go. Mel Bastard. Thank you. Thank you, Vosto. Oh, the clean. Oh, wait, nope. I can fix that right here. See, there's going to be a reason why I'm doing it this way like this too, because then I can come back through here and I can change up a couple of things. Like, let's get this situated here first. There we go. Okay. It's gonna make me have to do that, isn't it? Okay, hold on. Hold on. Wait, this is it. There we go. Get some of that off of there, right? You know, make that make some sense. What can we do here? I guess if we really wanted to get funky, we could just do this a little bit. then we'll put some black paint there, and then we'll separate that, right? There. Now we got this. There. Now we got that happening, right? And then I'll add a little bit of water. Just da-da-da-da-da, right? Give it a little ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Give it, and then we get a little forehead. Get your mind out of the gutter, I didn't say that. You know what this is. There we go. Hey. Woo! Boy. You guys think this is crazy. You wait until the date I put up, 8/13. Next Sunday we're doing that long stream. We're doing the Terminator pictures. Picture. Big painting. That's our 200 plus subscription stream we're going to be doing. I hope you guys will be here. Gonna be awesome, or at least I hope it will be. I think it will. You Mad Ones show up, I think we'll have a great time. I'm gonna start a little bit earlier so we can accommodate for time, because I'm not gonna do a late show. But I think if we do it early enough, we might be able to cover some ground. So I'm thinking I'll probably start maybe about 5. Might start about 5 or 6, probably like a few hours earlier than what we normally do, right? And then I'll just paint a little bit longer, and we'll see how far we can get with that Terminator. I got some reference painted pictures for it, so it should be pretty dope. Alright, let's fix Leon's forehead here. Last little pass by, and I think we need to leave this alone for a minute because it's getting a little tacky. Because I wanted to try to get the face and the head done first, because I don't want to touch that anymore. Because once I get done with that, I can work strictly on here, the knife. So I want to get all this touched up and decent, but I'm probably going to do it in a very scraggly way anyway, so I wasn't going to put a lot of, like, you know, it was going to be different. It's a different kind of style I was going to use for this painting. This one's got a, that one is more for flowers. This brush is more for flowers. This is not for eyes. I can tell you guys that right off the bat. It's not for eyes. But this one might be. Let's see what this little sucker can do. Or fine tip hair. Should be the fact I'm not getting enough pain. Oh boy, look at that. I like that so far. So far, so good. Let's shake it up one more time. There we go. Calligraphy ink, you gotta shake up. I gotta keep it mixed up, shook up, and don't let it get dried out. Kind of tough. Well worth the outcome, as you can see, if you can just deal with, how I call it, deal with the pain, you'll get a good product in the end. It's just sometimes it's gonna be kind of hard, you know. Is this starting to make sense to everybody now? Or does it look like, or do you not, or does it not make any sense? Because I can see it on my end where it's starting to come together, but you guys might not, and that's okay if you don't. You will soon. You will very soon, because it's starting to take shape. There we are. Alright. Now the lips. Funky music, thank you. Yes. Oh man. So what do you guys want to talk about? I don't know. I'm over here I'm fixed on this, so you know how I get. And those of you that are new here, I like to talk to my audience. I like to engage with you guys. I don't care about the damn algorithm. I don't care about all the numbers. I like to talk to people. I like to talk to people who come on. And I like to talk to those that, you know, like to talk about art, or we can talk about pretty much anything. Like I said, I usually keep politics and religion off the board, just because that's just a messy subject that nobody's got a whole answer on, and all it does is cause people to get upset. No, nobody can never have a decent conversation with that, so I don't want to deal with it. You know, so we're gonna talk about anything else. I don't even care. So, and I'm not worried about if someone wants to, you know, I know that there's latency and all that kind of stuff, but you know, I want to let you guys take your time with that. And I'll just watch the board. You guys do really well with that, so, you know. Get some water on this. I'm gonna try to come in here with a little bit of white. So I'm gonna try to do something here that I probably shouldn't have no business doing, but you guys know something I haven't done in a while? I haven't like engineered any like techno stuff in a while, or drum and bass. I haven't done anything with, literally I haven't done anything with music at all in a while. It's almost been, I think the last thing I did with that was, man, what was that, back when I remixed the intro song. I touched that up. Made it a little bit darker, but besides that, that was like the last real thing I did. Alright, let's fix this eye. Okay.
Pigs are mostly kept as pets, though many breeds are capable of surviving on their own, whether it's in a forest or city streets. A third of all households worldwide have a pig. This makes the domestic pig the most popular pet on the planet.
Uh-oh. Oh. We can just fix that with a twiddle of the finger and a flick of the wrist. I think that's probably going to be as good as that's going to get. And we'll come back to the eyes. The eyes are being a problem. So we're not gonna fool with that too much right now. But we're gonna fix that hair though. That hair can be fixed. That is something that is salvageable. So not saying that that isn't salvageable, but there's other stuff going on with it. So come in here and get this all pulled and there we go. Well, uh-oh. Alright, here we go. Nighttime. Gonna be about here. Alright. About there. Well, I mean, there we go. At least this song came on, so I'm happy about that. This is what I want to make. I want to make something fast, like drum and bass, right? Sure. Stomp my toe. I stomped my toe. I did, and it hurt. You know something? I haven't even eaten my salad. Like, I've literally been sitting here the whole time. Let me take a break for a minute and eat. Name it, eat. What a silly man I am sometimes. And this will give me a minute to let that chill. Oh, and I'm not letting you mad ones off the hook. You're tired of streaming all the time. That's how you be successful. You just grind. Between this song and Grind Don't Stop, those are like the two things that are like my bread and butter for my streams, because that's what I feel like. The harder I do, and the more I do, the better I do. The more people want to join. Here's one night. So what do you guys think about the Mario Brothers? We're going to turn that, you know, make a couple of images, do something with that. Hey, look at Sean Boy in here. How you doing, Sean? Can you tell who this is by his face, Sean? Can you tell his face who this is? You've been playing the games for a long time. You should know. We practically killed the second one of this genre. Okay, looks like coffee is not my friend anymore. You know something that's really funny I think about sometimes when I'm streaming? Like, what would happen if I was in the middle of eating something, right? And you guys were like, oh, Mel's eating, blah, blah, blah. And then you I'm painting, right? And then you just see, and it's just all over. I just thought about that. That would have been horrible. But yeah, that would have been entertaining. People would watch that. I'll probably have more viewers off of that than anything else I've done. Hey man, I want to watch this man get sick on stream and hurl all over the place. Yeah, look at that sucker. Oh, he's a bum. You know people will watch that. But am I going to do that? Of course not. Excited to see what Sean's going to say if he can figure out who this person is. You should know. I'll give you one hint. They have made 7 games in this franchise. Ooh, no sir, no. I will give you one more try. One more. One more. I know you should be able to get it. Look at his face. Look at his face. Look at the outfit. Getting pieces together. Anybody else who knows it, go. Ah! Look at Nuclear Nuisance come in here, just kick the door open. I was going to try to give him. He just said, I'm going to tell it. I'm going to tell it. Nuclear Nuisance had it. He came in and he said it, and it's true. It is Leon from Resident Evil. He said, I know what it is. Uh-oh. He said, I know exactly what Mel's making. I know what he's doing. He got it. I ain't saying that Sean wouldn't have got it. Sean wouldn't have got it eventually. He went for Street Fighter. What was your next guess, Sean? After Street Fighter, what was your next guess? Okay, so now, as we got that, now this situated, I'm gonna get these brushes out in here.
Get your brushes out and clean them up. And then we put more black paint on the canvas.
One of those ninja games. One of those ninja games. I like how you said that. One of those ninja games, you know, the one with the guys with the things, they throw the stuff and they, yeah. I'm messing with you, Sean. Just messing with you. It's all fun. It's all fun. We don't hold it hard on anybody here in the group. We like to have a good time. Some of us we try not to be too rough, you know, but we like to have a good time. Like to keep it plain and, you know, keep it nice. Oh, let me put this up. Since I forgot, and like I said, I haven't done anything at all this weekend because I decided to go do something with the Duchess, and so I didn't do anything. And Saturdays I have made it a thing. I even have it written down on the board that Leon looks like he wants to speak to the zombie manager. Yeah, he's got that Karen hair. You know, that hard Karen hair. I want to... this part, right? I need to take this and cut that down. That's that hard Karen energy. Boy, he got that... He's got that hot Kung Fu Karen cut. Look at this. All this up here, that's Saiyan. That's Karen Saiyan energy. I need to cut it about here. Right here, where that line is at, is where I'm going to cut it. That's going to be the cutoff point for both sides. But yeah, well, now, might have to go back a little bit. I'm trying to see it. His head's weird. Leon's head's weird. Because I have a reference picture I'm using. I'm using 4 different reference pictures I'm pulling all this from. But I don't know why it never occurred to me that Leon has a Karen haircut. And it never occurred to anybody. I noticed it before. I was like... I'll say it exactly how I saw it when I saw it the first time. I was like, he's got one of those haircuts that white girls usually wear that like to complain a lot. I didn't understand what it was. That it was a Karen thing that would have became that, what, like 8 years after this game was made? Like, how are you supposed to know about that? How was I supposed to know that would have became a thing? I'm like, oh man, it was like one of those ladies that come in and complain all the time at work. And long and behold, that became a thing. Which, by the way, I feel so bad for people with the actual birth name Karen that aren't. You know, it's like, my name's Karen. Oh, I bet. And it's like, I don't want to be that. I'm not that person. But now you got this stigma because of one asshat group of ladies. You know. And furthermore, let's talk about that. Why do you think that Karens are so damn nosy about things? Like, what makes a person so nosy that they have to go out of their way to know what you're doing, even though it has nothing to do with you? Even though it has nothing to do with you, what would make a person do that? I've always been baffled about that. Trying to figure that out. Like, why? What is that? Is it? Are they bored? They ain't having enough. Like, what's happening? You know, are they missing out on something in life that they should be getting and they're not, and now they're just disgruntled employees that aren't getting their break time. They ain't got nothing going on. Like, what's going on? What's happening here? There we go. I've always wondered that. That's just something. If I ever get an opportunity to just be like, ask a Karen, I want to be like, you know what makes it when you get that damn haircut makes you just completely unable to be talked to or communicate in society. Like, what is it about that haircut that gives you such a power status? Plus, on top of that the everybody's favorite crazy drink is coming out. The pumpkin spice latte's out. You know, and you know what that means? They're gonna eat you. They will eat you. Do not get in the way of the pumpkin spice latte ladies. They will devour your body and slaughter you. Okay? We all know that they come out this time of year, just like the Michael Myers Mariah Carey comes out. You know, all I want for Christmas is you. You see her stalking the corners, right? Watching you. And you hear the music playing, you see the face, right? I don't make this up. I just live in the world that has this weird stuff going on. This is the reason why you come and watch my stream. This is the reason why you guys come and watch the stream. You never know what this man is going to say. Alright, I'm tired of jazz. Oh, what's this? Pumpkin spice. Yeah, yes, Duchess. The pumpkin spice birthday. Yeah. So gross. Like, I don't understand it. It doesn't make any sense to me. But yet again, it's one of those things like when a person is addicted to the pumpkin spice and they get it, you know, it changes them. It's like a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde situation. Have you guys ever had a pumpkin spice latte incident? Been around it, seen anybody become victim to it? Any of you? And if you have, you know, it's okay. We're not talking about them in a bad way. We're just having therapy right now. You know? And it's good to talk about these things. Because if you don't, you can't get past it. Because you will see them. They will be in the grocery stores. They will be around. If you go to like the lobby of the Hob, they're in there full force, full power, right? They in there power stomping through, you know. They got the fur boots and they, you know, they got the scarf. They all have the default look. They're like stormtroopers, you know. That's what I consider them to be. They're like stormtroopers. That's how I look at them. I'll tell you one thing you won't see. You won't see more than just one Karen in one spot because it's an elemental. It's a elemental force against force. It's like you can't have two Godzillas fighting each other, the exact same one, like a doppelganger. That would be insane. You couldn't have that. I guess you could if you wanted to make a movie, but it'd be dumb. You know, but you never see two Karens in the same place doing the same type of dumbass activity at the same time. You never see that. It's kind of like you never see Bruce Wayne and Batman in the same place. There can only be one Karen at a time. That is the rules. I don't make them. I just live here. Right? How silly is that? What sense does that make? Hey, what did you do over the summer? I took a Karen self-defense class. A Karen self-defense class. What's that for? I found out how to protect myself against Karen attacks. When they're fully juiced up on pumpkin spice lattes. I haven't played Resident Evil 6 or 7. Well, don't feel bad. 6 is okay. 7, I don't know. 6, I'll put it this way. Do not play the game as Leon when you start off. You will not want to play the rest of the game. Anybody who's played the game before, you know if you played it as Leon, when you first start the game, it's really simple and really easy. And it's almost a damn cakewalk and it's not hard. And then you're like, well, I don't want to play none of the rest of it because this seems like it's just a waste of time. It's not. It's just they start off in a very weird place, and you can get kind of jaded with the game early on. Because I know I did playing it. I played it the first time, blew through it with Leon, and then I decided like, well, what else? So then I went for Wesker's son, and and it's like, well, I didn't know that. Yes, everybody knows that. I'll tell you. Yes, the other character that you can play is in the 6th one is also one of the characters, I should say, is Wesker's son, which is nice to be able to play that character. But it's one of those things that they didn't. I don't know what they did with 6. It's like they had all these great ideas. Someone went to the bathroom and then somebody came in and said, what's all this stupid stuff? And then redid all of it, and now it's just turned out to be really dumb. I don't think anybody's ever had a good time with it. Actually, you know what? No. We're going to change that up. We're going to do something different here with this. I'm going to do this. I hope you guys are ready for the big stream next Sunday. I will be posting the times and all that kind of fun jazz as the week goes by. Spread the word, let people know, please. Or not. I ain't telling you anything. Why would I tell you something, huh? Who am I to tell you to do anything? You don't have to do anything. You're probably like, suffer, Mel. And I said, okay, you know what? That's just activity. Not really. I'm just being silly. Because I can. Because I can and I want to. There we go. That's what I wanted. I wanted that color right here. Oh wait, that's nice. Look at that. That's nice. I have to say that's coming out quite nice. Dadgum. There we go. Oh, look at that. I think I got it. Damn near close. This thing is sopping wet. Boy, tell you what. But, you know, that's okay. It's part of it, right? There we go. I don't feel like no Giga Chat music right now. Where the hell is that? Oh. That loud cell phone of mine. Stupid alarm. I always forget to change the volume on that damn thing. Oh, man. Okay. Okay, I guess we can try the eyes again. Let me see if I can get a decent shot of his face. So I can try to figure out this bozo man Leon's eyes, his eyebrows. Alright, Leon. I hate the fact that I'm going to end up having to work backwards for this part, but it has to be done because the calligraphy black isn't holding like it needs to, so I have to go through here and I have to work backwards to even out the tone and get it to make sense, right? And I knew this was going to be the problem with doing a black and white piece with two different types of acrylic paint. This was something I had a thought I was going to run into this issue. Slightly did, but not as bad as I thought. So I mean, there's that. I thought it was going to be a hell of a lot worse, like a catastrophe of some sort, right? I thought it was going to be unfixable, but that ain't the case. That ain't the case. All I got to do is just kind of even it up, trim it up, you know. And I want to get that hair out of here, right? Get the hair out. I don't have to lose all the neck either. Okay. Now I know it looks like I took 30 steps forward and 20 steps backwards, but as you can see here, what's happening is that once this chills out, then I can come back. I want to do the eyes, and I want to come back in and do all the shading and bring the neck together, and then finish this up. And everything should be in order from there because it's all literally white outline and touch up at this point. And I could actually go back over everything with solid black since I have where everything's supposed to be. But I really don't want to do that. And that's just more work than what I feel like needs to be done to this piece at this point, because I feel like it's pretty good right now. So nowhere close to being finished. I would say probably about 3/4 of the way now, since now I have it touched up and I know what it's supposed to be and where it's supposed to be. So we're going ahead and we're going to remove this, and guess what we're going to do? I'm going to color in my coloring book for like the last little bit of time, right? Because why not? Why not? As you guys may remember, at one point in time before Mad Mel illustrations got really, really big, I told you guys I was making coloring books. Remember? Good old-fashioned coloring books. Well, I was piddling with some of the new colors that I have, some of the new stuff over here, some of these, right? Dealing with some of these. And I found out that I like the way that the colors come through on the pages. This is the first test, so I figured since we got a little bit of time, why not color something, right? And since it's getting to that time of the year, these books are about 10 bucks. I think 15 online on the Etsy store. If you guys are interested, I think they're about 14 or so because I have to ship and all that mess. You know the deal. But anyways, we're gonna do a little bit of painting here, so you guys can see kind of what was going on with that. We'll do that for the last little bit of time, and then I will cut you guys loose, and I will see you Tuesday when we do the Mario Brothers for the first time. Because see, here's what you guys are going to get to see. You guys are going to get to see the Princess Peach, but she ain't going to look like a normal person, right? I'm going to depict her as being something somewhat of like a different kind of creature. She's half human enough to make them interested. And like, oh, she looks like us, Mario, but she really isn't. She's nothing like you two at all. Nothing. And I'm going to put a slight depiction in there. So that's going to be some of the digital work I'll probably do. We'll probably do that Tuesday. I think I was working on something already previously that I would need to look at. But let's see, what are we going to do? We're going to give her... How are we going to do this? A little blue, a little orange, a bit of yellow, a little bit of Ubbert, and a little bit of black, and a little bit of medium purple, and I'll say probably a little bit of grass green, and then we'll deal with the rest. Oh yeah, and then a little bit of brown, right? Cool. So let's get started, shall we? All right. So since this is almost this ink is similar to, but not exactly, whatchamacallit, it's not exactly in terms of watercolor. It's similar in base, but it is not watercolor by no means. So don't get confused if you are going to use this type of ink, because it's used for the pens like this. You see, it's used for these. But this is more for writing. I like to use them more for like a brush, right? So we got the brush here. So first things first, we're going to go on ahead and see what's happening here. And we're going to use probably this medium purple and do this real quick. So let's give this a nice little shake, shall we? 110-pound cardstock is what I print these on. This is how I make them, because I like to do this right here, like use watercolor and use heavy markers and different things like that, because I like bold colors for my artwork. And I figure that we have all had a coloring book at some point in time, and we all run into the same issue with coloring books. It always bleeds through. Now, I know this is kind of a purplish blue, but that's okay. But it always bleeds through, right? It always bleeds through the page, always bleeds through the back. It always comes straight through. But I make these to order, you know, so I'm not sitting on a stockpile of them, but I got a decent amount. But I will be probably putting more of these up on the page. And as you can see here from what I was doing, what little bit I was doing so far hasn't even came through on the other side yet. Besides what was on my hand that touched there, you know. But look at my hand. Look what I did to my boy. My boy. What movie did that come from? Someone tell me, what movie? What movie did that line come from? My boy. Look what they did to my boy. Go in the chat, let me know. Hey, there we go. Okay. There we go. See? So it doesn't bleed through, but look at how bold that color is. It's bolder than a color pencil. That was only $20 for that. You got 24 colors, and it was really nice. I like that. Now the next part is we're gonna go over here and do a little bit of some fire, a little fire, right? I think we'll do brown first, and we'll do the floor and the wall and get that out of the way, right? The deep brown. At least that's what it says. It says deep brown, but it looks red. To me, it looks red. Yeah, to me, it looks red. It looks like not a very deep brown. But it might be. I don't know. That does look kind of a reddish brown to me a little bit. See, for something like this, we'll just use a bigger brush. Why waste time? And see, still, even right there, barely even came through, just a little bit. You see, so paper stands up, and they're really good coloring books. You guys have seen the images, but this is what So somebody I was watching, they said that they asked me, was I looking at doing any trends for, I guess, October? And I said no, I really wasn't looking at any trends. I don't really look at trends that much. Maybe I'm losing out on that. Maybe I need to. I don't know what October's just Halloween stuff, and I mean, let's face it, I usually do that kind of stuff all year long. Like, it isn't just one time of the year I do it. Like, I'm always doing something creepy or disgusting, so I ain't really seen nothing different, like, you know, but that's something I don't ever look at. Maybe I need to do that more often, because I don't look at the trends and stuff. Not that I don't follow it. I mean, I do to a degree. I just, you know, I'm not a follower. I've always been kind of a person that's just like, oh, this is what everybody else is doing. What if I do this? And then I do my own thing. And usually that usually works out in most cases. But I don't know. Maybe I might need to try to do something a little bit different, right? Who knows? Who knows? I know it's a sloppy job, but I wanted to show you guys what this, you know, what is capable of being done with this and how this ink works. This ink is interesting. For it to be calligraphy ink, it is quite interesting how it works, you know. You, what time is it? I've lost track of time. Uh-oh. I almost hit that time. It's almost 10:30, guys. Before we tighten up for tonight for the show, I thank you guys for being here. I wanted to tell you guys that early. Thank you all very much. Much appreciated. Also, hello to the new people that have joined, or anybody that was watching that may have subscribed. Please do, by the way, if you like the content I create. Sometimes I talk, sometimes I don't, but the main thing is that I enjoy art and I enjoy you being here. So that's the whole reason why I do this, because I enjoy it. Maybe one day we'll get somewhere where, you know, make some money off of this or something. I don't know. Everybody wants to make a little money off of what they do. Shit, like, you'd be insane not to. But the main focus is that I just enjoy my platform. Yeah, it'd be nice if I could get paid a little bit for the work. But, you know, yeah, I just like being here. And I just like you guys being here too, and I like us having a good time. So if you enjoy that, become one of the mad ones. Hit that subscribe button, join up. Monday and Wednesdays and Fridays we're not on here, but Tuesday, Thursdays, and Sundays we are on. We are usually streaming either digital or painting or anything involved with art, really. That's mostly what we do here. And there we are. And now we just add a little bit of water to kind of break that up, but it's kind of hard once it sets. This is a very weird type of ink. It's one of those things like Indian ink you can play around a little bit more with, but this you kind of have to be very precise on what you're doing, because once it's down and you don't smooth it out, as you can see here, it just gunks up. All right, but if we're using something a little bit different, like for example, and I like I like that I got different types of, oh, that sucked. Well, at least it wasn't anything wet. Like these. It's nice to check them out and see different, like, how these things work. Like, different types of ink, calligraphy, ink, different types of paints. You know, because you get to learn a lot using those. Now, this, on the other hand, that's different. This is more of an Indian ink base kind of ink, but I add this once I stir it up to this, and it will spruce it up. See, like up here, like I can add this, and yeah, it's thick, but you'll start to see it as it evens out, right? And then just add a little bit there and even that tone out. And it's about the same, but you can dab it a little bit better with the water, and it doesn't
stick as bad. I mean, it does, yes, but not to the degree that it was with the other. This would be better for just basic paper, writing and stuff like that. You could use it for different applications as well, like what I'm doing, but as a primary source, depending if you use it for what it's supposed to be used for, yeah, I can see how it could work properly. But, you know, if you're using it for anything else, like what I am, I mean, it's gonna work. You just gotta. It's not gonna be like a marker or anything, but the end result is beautiful. I mean, very rich, bold brown, very rich, bold red. You know, very rich colors. So, but anyways. And you've seen that this is soaking wet, right? Drenched, right? With all this paint, all this ink, all this in the background. And I want to show you guys something about my coloring books that I like, you know. And I think you guys will like them too. So that's why I said, you know, go hit that Etsy, go to the Etsy store. It's on the page. It's under the about. You can go see that, you know. I just wanted to use that just so you guys can see this. I don't really care about it. I can make another book, no problem. Besides that, because this was pushed over, right? And I'll do something about that. That's as much as it came through. Like, all of this really didn't come through. Didn't touch here, and even the next page behind it, it didn't even bleed through to that, right? So yeah. 110 pound, about 15 pages. I think I'm selling them for like $14.99 or so because of shipping and stuff, because, you know, all that mess. If you want to check them out or interested in them, you know, let me know. I want to put something up here. I want to put this up so you guys can get a look, and subscribe if you haven't been there. I want to try to get the I want to try to get the Discord. Well, hold on. There you guys go. Before I forget, here's the Discord for those of you that are interested in joining. I think it went through. I don't even know. There it is. Man, what latency tonight. Probably should have done this in the beginning, but I ran into many different issues, you know. So there. We're still putting stuff up, still getting on there, still doing things. So, you know, we're still working on it, right? So it's not completely, you know, finished, but still working on trying to get the Discord completely done. So, you know, but once you guys get there, we'll have rules and all that kind of stuff put up, and, you know, like I said, one-man army kind of deal going on. But enough of that. I think that's going to be about it for tonight. Yep. So I wanted you guys to see that there are different things I will be doing with that ink. Like these little canvases here, they're great for. Like, actually, you guys saw what I did with this one last couple of days ago. This painting, that was literally what I was able to do with that, like mix it together. So it is able to be used, you know, just paper. If you use gesso on here, you can actually finagle it in a different way. Okay, so there are different things I'm learning how to manipulate it so it can work better for me. So, you know, that might be something that you might be interested in too. So, yeah, definitely. Indian ink, acrylic calligraphy ink, and I forgot what this was called, but I guess it was a glass calligraphy pen set.
You know, that kind of stuff. Those are pretty good. You know, you don't want to get anything too cheap, but you don't want to get anything. Don't spend too much money if you're not prepared to try to use it. I bought this because I know exactly what I want to use this for, and found a purpose for it, and that was the reason why I got it. But you know, $20. What you can, if you smoke cigarettes, that's a couple of packs of smokes, or if you do any other type of silly ass habits, you could buy something and learn a skill, and maybe help you live a little bit longer, or just have fun, you know, regardless. Anyways, Mad Ones, I'm out of here. I'm going to go do something. I don't know what yet, but I think I might go play this mech game I was playing. Might bum rush somebody with a shield and push them into a building. It's fun. Well, stay safe. Don't get abducted by aliens, since we know they're going to be popping up soon in our space. So hopefully we don't all get abducted. But if we do get abducted, hopefully I'll see you there. Anyways, you guys take it easy. I'll see you Tuesday, 8 p.m. Central Time. You know where to be at. I'll see you then, Mad Ones. All right. Bye.